Mr. Shab, sorry for your loss. We're spending your life.
Alright guys, welcome back to the show. Now let's just jump right into it. So it appears that the latest episode of The Fight Companion with Pauly Shore, the Schmo, Eric Griffin is gone from YouTube, gone from the internet. Still, I think it's still available on podcast. So what led to the episode being deleted? Well, apparently it's because of Pauly Shore. So what did Pauly Shore do to get Brendan's episode removed from YouTube? Like, you know, what was the cause of this? Well, first let's talk about Pauly Shore, because for some reason he started doing a little podcast run and he stopped by the Fight and the Kid podcast. Brendan wasn't there, so instead of Brendan being there, it was Brian Callen. So Brian Callen co-hosted with Pauly Shore, and this is probably the best bit that we got from Pauly being in the podcast.
Dude, how great is it that Brendan's not here?
I know.
He would fuck up this whole episode. He'd be like, hey, like, what about the puss? You know what I mean? Wait, look at my ear, bro. Check out my ear, dude. Are we going to have a party in Vegas?
That's a great Brendan Schaub impersonation. That's spot on right there. Okay. Good voice and everything.
He's cool. He's actually very funny. Brendan,
I love Brendan.
know, but
All right, okay, and then he gives him a little compliments to not crush Brendan. Based off of this, you kind of assume that they did not hang out or they did not do nothing after this because he did not show up in another episode or Brendan didn't show up on Pauly's podcast. So it seemed like they don't really have a big connection. Like they didn't make a connection. They don't have any kind of rift between them. But regardless, Brendan invites Pauly Shore to the Fight Companion with Brian, the Schmo, and Eric Griffin. And as I said before, Brian could not make it, so instead Brendan was left alone because it seems like to me that he needs somebody to bounce off with, like to make fun of, to make himself seem a little bit more, better and funnier. And that person is Brian Callen, his dead horse, basically. He beats on all the time. So then, like, Pauly goes on the show. He looks really bored. He doesn't look like he wants to be there. Here's some of the screenshots I showed you before. Here's the Fight and the Kid subreddit saving some of the clips.
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Is it
Yeah,
Pauly
two
just
fights
asked,
at Pauly.
how much longer do I have to be here?
Pauly's like, the main event's next, right?
I got to say.
It's 8:45. Your set's at 10:30.
Yeah,
I bet you're out of here by 9:30.
9:30. No.
I gotta take a quick piss break.
Yeah, get
I
you
got
some.
to take a piss, too.
Okay.
No, we'll have to delete some of the things that are on this video because of YouTube community guidelines. It shows a lot of stuff that I have to tell you that I do not approve of. This channel does not approve of doing any form of drugs. YouTube, hear me out, please. Don't delete this video. Right now they're kind of cleaning up and they took one of my videos down.
Something. And then everyone would be like, oh man, you don't do that. Is there anything like
eye
that?
pokes for sure. That's one
I
thing.
poke, but
If you
those
do it
happen
for-
on accident.
Yeah, if you do it purposely, that's messed up.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you stay away from
Groin
those
shots purposely, that's messed up too.
Yeah, that stuff's frowned upon. But
Well, I
it's
mean,
like
that's
UFC
in anything.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
get to,
Yeah, but there's I don't like
I don't know,
it's
yeah.
tough.
I don't know.
That can't be good, but hell yeah, dude. He's not gonna shit his pants.
No, he likes it.
Yeah, of course he likes it.
Bro.
The dog's not even buying the pizza. Why is the pizza so hard?
He's a dog. He's gonna vomit all over your car.
Damn, man, I want some pizza.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's very strange.
it's very
right?
strange. I don't know.
I never trusted it. I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't know enough
Schmo.
about it. And there's a lot of people that made.
Yeah, the subreddit is also accusing Schmo of doing some of the booger sugar there too.
bank and got out early.
Wow.
Yeah, tons
Really?
of people. Bank.
Wow. Smart. Here we go.
It's just so hard to root against this guy. He's such a good dude.
Yeah, dude.
And he's way closer to heaven than any of us. So. Him and Tim Tebow.
It's weird in the comparison to the last guy how this
Dude,
guy
Tim
has
Tebow
zero
was the
movement.
most extreme. He go down on one knee and everything like that.
Darius is right up there. Look at him, man.
You notice how this guy has zero booty compared to the other guy.
Oh, dude, he has Mr. Burns.
Like
ass.
this booty, like
Why are
somebody.
you looking
like
at
somebody,
his ass, bro?
Dude,
Because you didn't see the
I have
last
a good
guy. His
relationship
ass was
with Neil. I
just.
go to his house. We play board games and
juicy.
shit with his team, and
Oh,
he makes
sick.
coffee and brings
And you're
Hellbuds
rooting
up.
against him, you piece of shit.
No, I'm not rooting against Benil. I like Charles too.
Yeah,
Dude,
I hear
it
you.
just sucks.
Yeah, I'm
man.
taking-
This guy's solo. Look at him.
Dude, yeah,
He's
I
like at EDC.
So yeah, they're pointing out the little facial movements and the mouth and all that stuff. You know, that's quite obvious when you do that sort of stuff.
Mr. Shab.
No, Pauly did have a couple of moments like this one. Pauly gives Bapa the cold shoulder. Let's play that one.
Oh, that might be the
wow.
round.
Because he had him in a lot.
But
God.
he looks like he's in trouble though. Looks
He
like
looks
Danny gets beat
winded.
his ass.
Yeah.
He looks
Oh, he
Hand
was
me the
just,
tequila.
he was just about.
He just completely ignores him.
Oh, he
Hand me
was
the
just.
tequila.
He was just about.
You know, Pauly just seems so done with the show. There just seems like there's no chemistry between Brandon and Pauly. There seems to be some sort of issue. Maybe it could be because of Bobby Lee, and Pauly really likes Bobby and probably has some sort of resentment towards Brendan for bullying him. But when he talked to Brian, they did not really talk about that. You know, maybe it could have gotten awkward, but it would have been an interesting talk if they would have talked about that Bobby Lee stuff and see if Pauly heard about it or got any word about it. It could have been an interesting conversation, but they didn't do it. Probably too much of a touchy subject for Brian there. Here's another banger. Pauly bout to get gadooshed. Let's play this one.
To go to the comments or no? Because I know there's gonna be some bad comments about us right now.
Yeah, you don't want that, Paul. You don't need that in your life, dog.
You don't want that.
No,
Smoke.
you don't want that, man.
So we don't go to the comments.
Never.
You can if you want.
Chin.
Never.
Read the good comments if you want.
If you want Chin to read some of the comments, he can.
good
Yeah,
comments.
can
yeah.
you
You
put
want
a
that?
couple? Yeah, a couple.
Nah, Pauly, tell him. No, read me the bad comments. Let's see what they say.
When you say it like that, meaning there's probably some really bad ones. It's
Chin,
like,
Chin,
yeah.
when
Chin,
you go, well, I can read the good ones.
Chin goes, there's a few.
Tell us what's really happening.
Yeah, Chin goes, there's a few good ones I could read.
Jordan Olafson says, "Love you, Pauly." There's
Boom.
one good
See, Oversin.
one. Chase Fuller, Pauly is a
Brendan is basically getting those Vietnam flashbacks of Bradley Martin asking him about the chat too. He was like, "Hey man, let me look at the comments on the fight companion." He's like, "Whoa, don't ruin a good moment here."
Oh, Sean just got hit.
Yeah, I want to see the chat. I love.
You don't want to see the
I
chat.
want to see the chat, bro.
Oh,
I love the
jeez.
chat.
Oh, this
I'm a
kid.
streamer.
This kid's got
I use
he's
Twitch,
got a
dude.
chin.
I want to interact with the
Oh,
chat.
oh, dude.
Give me the
He
chat.
don't move his
This
head.
is
Oh,
okay.
Well, don't tell us so we can just keep doing
Yo,
our
yeah,
thing.
you go on your
though.
phone. Yeah, just
Okay,
go to
okay.
the-
Don't
just,
tell us because we just
turn
want
the
to keep
volume
doing our
down.
thing, Bradley. Don't
What?
tell us we want to keep doing our thing. I don't be
Yeah,
swayed
yeah.
by the
Don't worry.
chatter.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Don't tell us. You're gonna fucking.
What's paying your life?
And here is where Pauly finally makes his escape. This post is called "The Weasel Makes His Escape." Let's watch that.
Pauly, if you have to jet, don't feel obligated. You have to stay for the main event,
Yeah,
brother.
yeah.
I'll text you. I know you're excited about this fight.
I am. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, he sounds very excited.
It's a great game.
Is this a good game?
Oh my god, I've never played a Diablo game before. This one's fantastic.
It's out already?
Yeah.
Is it scary?
No.
Those are the graphics?
These are the. well, no, that's just.
All right, brother. Yeah, have a good set. Thanks for coming, brother.
Yeah, I gotta put my dog and I gotta take myself.
I get it.
You had to
Put
do
your
what?
face on.
Yeah, right.
Put your face on.
The main event.
Pauly, sure, everybody. Everybody say
best,
goodbye to
brother.
Pauly.
Sorry, they had nothing to contribute.
How dare you?
He really wanted to be there. He wanted to watch the main event.
You're
Talking
great,
about?
man.
You contributed
No.
so much.
Fucking know anything about this shit.
Yeah, well, we didn't bring you to break down the main event.
Yeah, look
You're
at-
just a good
Buster's
time,
like,
dog.
come on.
Buster's like another slice of pizza.
Oh, you there? I didn't hit me up yet.
You're the best, brother.
Oh, you did it? Okay, love you, bro.
Thanks, love you
Later.
too, man.
I
Later,
told
brother.
you. I told you.
Okay, love you, bro.
Thanks, love you too,
Later.
man.
I
Later,
told
brother.
you. I told you.
Later. Later. Good. All right, bro. Later. Have a good one.
Imagine Brendan trying to analyze the fight while watching the fight. And so, of course, Brendan is trying to copy Joe Rogan's old fight companion and is trying to kind of emulate that, but there are no connections being made and the vibes suck in that room. That's why the whole vibe sucks. That's why Pauly right away quickly left. As soon as the main event was about to start, he just left and said, "Hey man, I gotta do this shows, man. I also gotta take care of my dog.
Mr. Shab.
Now let's get to the juicy part of it, because this is where Brandon does his usual ad read, and this one is probably one of his biggest sponsors, Happy Hippo. Here is that clip, the infamous Happy Hip Blow ad read from the deleted app. So glad that they saved this. Let's watch this.
Make
Terrible
sure,
matchup.
Chin, make
Dude,
sure he
most
doesn't.
finishes.
Chin, make sure he doesn't cut to me when I'm yawning, please.
All right, we'll try our
too
best.
late.
It was live, by the way.
Yeah,
I know,
It's
but
already-
just
it's already a
he's
meme,
doing
though.
a switcher. Just don't cut to me. It's a fucking.
It's already been a
That's
meme,
Casey.
though.
Yeah, gets on
If
Casey.
you need that nice,
What?
warm, balanced, good mood feeling,
There you go.
Paul, you need Happy Hippo
I need.
Kratom.
I line a line of coke, dude.
No, we don't do that.
The
We're
fuck
talking about
is going
Kratom,
on, you
dude.
bunch
No.
of pussies?
No, we need Kratom, dude. We need Happy Hippo Kratom. It's the only
What?
product that I use personally.
Oh,
I use it for
sorry.
podcasts,
You
stand
can't.
up.
Wait,
You're
you
right,
gotta
Pauly.
cut that part out.
No, you're good, man. We're
It's
live,
live.
right? So
Shit.
it's all good.
Dude, this is a live read doing an ad, a legit ad for a company, and they're talking about drugs. Obviously, why didn't you delete this part? Or because, I think it's because of the sponsorship. It was like, oh, we're sponsoring this episode, so we're not going to pay you for this episode. So delete it. But I think maybe, I don't know, maybe because he just didn't want to cut out the ad parts in it. He would have still left it there, but he just completely deleted it all at once. So
You
Stand
can't.
up.
Wait,
You're
you
right,
gotta
Pauly.
cut that part out.
No, you're good, man. We're
It's
live,
live.
right? So
Shit.
it's all good.
who knows what kind of situation Brendan's got himself into, doing a live read with a chaotic man with Pauly Shore, completely ruining your financial situation.
Dude, it's the best. Gives that nice, balanced, good
It's
mood
also
feeling.
Saturday night. People usually do coke on Saturday.
You're right, dude, but I
Instead of
suggest
Coke.
Happy Hippo. Yeah, I don't know if it's as good, but it's a different thing, right? I use
would
the
never
highly
do
concentrated
Coke,
shots,
dude.
the butterscotch or sour apple. They have gummy powders. They got the shots for you. If you're gonna trust
They
Kratom,
got
trust
Chinese
Happy
ginseng.
Hippo. HappyHippo.com. Promo code THICK23 for 20% off for life. That's HappyHippo.com. THICK23.
With plum
Main
sauce
event's coming up.
and some plum sauce.
Oh, I like plum sauce
Yeah, and
with
you put it-
wonton.
What's going
But
on?
also for those studios too.
For sure, Pauly was on one in this episode, and maybe the Schmo too.
With
You put it-
wonton.
What's going
But
on?
also for those studios too. It's a tough situation for the studios too, right?
Seems like you've never seen a fight in your
I'm gonna
entire
do Joe
life.
for the blow. Here you go.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, man, I got some coke right here, man. I got some choky cokey, bro. I want to do a line right here, and then. All right. Like at E.
YouTube, he's talking about Coca-Cola. It's Coca-Cola Classic, the most classic Coca-Cola. There's no way that the sponsor was happy with that ad read, and so it must have gotten removed because of them. It just seems that way, right?
We're spending your life.
So Brian Campbell shows Luke the episode of the Calbasus Fight Companion being taken down, and he shows him the outrage. Like, somebody made this compilation of clips, and it's just so hilarious to just see Luke's reaction to this, because he's like, we're talking about MMA here. What the heck are you doing showing me this? Let's look at this clip. BC showing Luke why the last Calbasus Companion was taken down. Sniff, dicey, sniff, dicey.
Luke, this happened on a podcast. The Calbasus Companion welcomed Pauly Shore and the Schmo. Let's listen in on this.
This is the Schmo with the Pro. We got a Pauly Short right next to me. Nice to see you, man.
Hi, nice to see you, Schmo, with the dough.
With the Pro.
With the pro.
Aren't you a pro or are you just a bro?
I'm with you, bro.
So who's carrying? Well, both of them are.
But we don't know.
We don't know.
Just go with the flow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want some mo?
No, I'm cool. You guys want to switch chairs? Bring back the other guy.
Talk to me for a second, man. We're here for Fight Companion. We're watching UFC. It seems like you've never seen a fight in your
I'm gonna
entire
do Joe
life.
for the blow. Here you go.
Oh, here we go.
So they posted this. Thick Boy they're getting the source from the Thick Boy channel, from Brendan's channel.
Hey, man, I got some coke right here, man. I got some choking cokey, bro. I went to a line right here, and then. All right,
Hey, listen, it's not a toupee. You can touch all you want. You got a quarter?
Look at Luke.
Why did you include that?
What the hell is that, Luke? What is it? You know they took
Yeah.
that, they unpublished that video. They took it down off of the Thick Boy Network. I don't know. There was a lot of Pauly Shore talking about cocaine. It was a little awkward. I don't know if you tuned in.
Pauly Shore does like cocaine, or at
He
least he
does.
did at a
He
point
sure
in his life.
does.
You know?
Hey, how about that rhyme?
Yeah, man. That's crazy. Let's look at the comments here. Kaleidoscope, okay, 5763 says, why did you include that? Because BC is the CEO of this whole shit. That's why. So, you guys know the meme, right? You know, Brian Campbell, Ariel Hawani, CEOs of this great subreddit. I mean, guys, that's just one way of getting your whole episode taken off because of a failed ad read, a really bad ad read. And like who here was more delusional? Chin, one of the producers that works at Thick Boy, Brendan, like they all thought that this would be okay for the sponsor to just okay with, like just make it okay. Pauly Shore constantly talking about the classic Coca-Cola. Of course not. That's not their brand. So the Theo Von subreddit posts this clip here of Theo Von being talked about on Barstool Sports, Dave Portnoy and this other young kid, the BFFs podcast. I have not seen it. And they have Brianna Chicken Fry, who I also don't know much about, but they all seem to be working in the same circle. Theo Von did his run of podcasts, and he also went on Barstool, and he also talked to Brianna Chicken Fry, as you can see here. It seems like they had a great time. So it seems like the Barstool's team here, or somebody in their crew, is calling out Theo Von. Let's watch this clip. Here's the post. Thoughts. Theo is just being funny. In my opinion, he doesn't have a hurtful bone in him. So let's look at this clip, see what they say about him.
So weird.
We just had Brianna Chicken Fry on, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah, she's interesting.
What do you mean?
She's interesting, boy. She's got them tits, boy. Sorry.
T-I-T.
I didn't say it, but there's a part of me
Okay.
inside of me that said it. Sometimes there's a party that comes to the surface and he's like, guess what I'm going to say?
Yeah.
Is that Charles Oliveira?
Well, she got him done.
Yeah, she did. Boy, I'd freaking do him, dude. You give me fucking half hour and some of that Michelangelo clay or whatever, I'd fucking put a third one on there.
Okay.
Not my favorite.
It gets a little ridiculous there in the end. He says he wants a third tit, like in that movie Total Recall. Seems like Brianna doesn't seem very flattered by the comments made by Theo there.
He's very
No.
infatuated by your tits, eh?
It's a tough clip.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a
not
tough
my
Not
clip.
overly surprising from Theo. Who's the
Yeah,
guy
it's
who
like Theo Von.
I don't know. Probably.
Probably
I
not
don't want
my
to say
favorite
predictable.
clip,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Look at Dave. So the subreddit, Theo Von subreddit, calls out Brianna Chicken Fry because they seem to be pointing out a little double standard from Brianna here, because she says something kind of out of the ordinary, a little spicy, right? You might want to call it. So Starhome Laugh gives us a link to the double standard here that I'm talking about.
Would you fuck Theo Von?
I think no.
What the fuck? Why?
Would you?
Every day.
Okay, I think I wouldn't.
What's wrong?
Country boy.
He's hilarious. Would
He is
you fuck
hilarious.
Theo Von?
No.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Would you fuck Theo Von? I'm talking to the camera, but would you fuck Theo Von? I'm crazy.
No, I mean, speak your truth, girl.
Oh my god,
You want to fuck Theo Von so bad?
Oh my god, I want to marry him and have his kid.
Do you guys think Theo saw this clip and was kind of trying to shoot his shot here, but in the most ridiculous way? I mean, you know, she said, like, she approved of Theo, right? She said, hey, man, I want to do him every day and every night. And all of a sudden, she hears Theo saying she's got these nice, boobies that she apparently got done. And now, let's try to be fair here for Brianna. Maybe Theo kind of hit a little bit of a trigger for Brianna talking about her boobs. Maybe she's insecure about it, but also, you know, I maybe she didn't really take this serious. Maybe at the moment she was feeling some sort of way and, you know, took it more personal than she should have, because, you know, right in the end of that, Theo goes pretty crazy. And, you know, that's Theo. He's always saying some outlandish shit. Let's look at this clip from Joe Rogan that they put of Theo.
There's nothing better than being in a pool talking to somebody and peeing at the same time. I get point
There's a
blank
lot of
range.
things better than that.
Yeah, you're right.
There's a lot of things better than that.
I mean,
that's not even in the top 1,000. Out of all the good things, the smell of fresh baked bread is better than that.
All right, maybe, dude.
Without even eating it.
I mean, yeah, if you got a fucking kitchen.
Theo's a country boy. He enjoys the finer things in life, like going into a gas station and smelling the gasoline in the morning. You know, simple things like that. You know, going through the field and smelling the fresh manure that they put in. Seems like a lovely day. I don't know. Theo has a lot of crazy lines, a lot of funny quotes, like this one.
You know, my favorite type of weed was cocaine.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of angle they're trying to push there. I'm pretty sure Dave was also like, yeah, well, you know, that's Theo for you. And there isn't much to this. It's just, you know, Brianna just seemed uncomfortable there. You know, but, you know, like, I don't think Theo meant any ill will towards that. Also, the Theo Von subreddit mentions something about Theo, the way he's moving, the way his mouth is kind of moving. They kind of suggest Theo is on one. Maybe he's back to his old self. Here's this clip that I'm about to show you. Theo reminisces on a different time.
Oh, dude.
It's the best thing in the world.
God, when I fucking was young, I would smoke, boy. I remember I worked on this farm, and after it would rain, we had this big guy, and he'd go take his shirt off and lay on the cement after it would rain.
To cool down?
I don't know what was wrong with him. But we'd go smoke and watch him lay there. It was beautiful. I mean, it was just, you know, it was a different time.
What it seems like the subreddit's problem is that Theo is doing this with his mouth.
To cool down?
On the cement after it would rain.
Like,
to cool.
And lay on the cement after it would rain.
That. They're kind of eyeing that, kind of clenching his jaw there. Let's look at the top comment here. Missed this episode. Our boy Theo is smoking again. Saw him take a few hits of that hitter with Duncan. And he's also, yes, he's smoking cigarettes and he smokes cigars. Here's another person. Economy Waffers says, looks like a lot more than smoking nowadays. LOL. I haven't watched a Theo vid in a while, but that jaw is hitting different, with a surprised emoji. And, you know, it keeps going on. Like, this guy says, addiction is a bitch. Watch more Theo. He gives it credit pretty often. I mean, he is also touring, so it could be easy for him to get that type of things. And he's also talking to Roseanne, who's a freaking crazy person.
Mr. Shab.
Last one, guys. So apparently Toronto Raptor tried to post this on the Joe Rogan Reddit. He said that this video was deleted from the Reddit, from the subreddit. Here's Toronto Raptor. OP says, JRE mods deleted it, so I thought I'd post it here, B. And it got quite, it's getting some attention. Let's look at this clip. Joe Rogan doesn't do ads mid-podcast.
The hardest for me to master, and I try to like think about it more, is just getting good sleep.
Have you ever tried one of those like 8 sleep mattresses that cool you off? Everyone that uses it says it's a game changer. Is what we're supposed to be eating. I have a device that I use, but it's basically like a half of a rubber ball that I put in my mouth and I bite down on, and I do reps with my
for
face.
jaw reps.
Yeah.
Where do you do this at? Do you do it in the
I do it in
truck?
my
like-
house.
Oh, okay.
Like in my office. It sits in my office. I put it in there, and sometimes when I'm scrolling things online, I go, it's like, so I try to better my face. I try literally like. My jaw's gotten stronger because of this. I've been doing it for years. Like
Strong
that-
jawline.
yeah.
That's a human characteristic that
it's an.
You could just chew gum. I heard that using this will really mess up your like jaw muscles. It could damage them. I'm not an expert here, but I heard that could happen.
Admirable.
That's an
character.
admirable one, yeah.
And
When
it
somebody has a
comes
strong
from-
jawline, yeah.
Comes from eating meat, like tough meat. For the longest time, people thought that it was genetics that shaped and structured a person's face.
What can you use that for, you think, as an
It's
application?
good to take a punch.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah?
need to take a punch.
Yeah.
Your jaw will be stronger. If you need to bite things, you have more bite power. Like I chew right through tough meat. That's like a part of the reason why your jaw is supposed to be strong.
Yeah, but they compared it to a freaking wolf. We ain't wolves, B. Look, let's talk about the first one here because I watch Your Mom's House and I know Tom has a mattress that he sponsors every episode.
Have you ever tried one of those like 8 sleep mattresses that cool you off? Everyone that uses it says it's a game changer.
Every episode, Tom starts with, I love my Sattva mattress.
This episode is brought to you by Sattva.
Now, let's talk about the jaw thing, and particularly the athlete part, the fighters using it. It's going to make them harder to get knocked out, according to Joe.
As an
It's
application.
good to take a punch.
Yeah.
If you need to take a punch. Your jaw will be stronger. If you need to bite things, you have more bite.
You know, I think if Cody Garbrandt should have used this, he would have still been undefeated in the UFC. If I had a time machine, I should have gotten a package ready and shipped it out to Cody just so he can keep being successful in the UFC. You know, with that workout, with that jaw workout, he will never get knocked out.
Patty the Batty, you know? I like this dude. I mean, I thought his fight was entertaining. You know, he was almost hurt. He says he's a sorcerer. They don't get knocked out. He says he's a sorcerer. They don't get knocked out.
I'm a scouser. We don't get knocked out.
Now, look, I don't know why they deleted this. Did it make Joe look bad? I don't know. That depends on you, right? Do you think that Joe is making a little bit more extra on the podcast? He is a marketing genius. I mean, not really like a genius per se. He's just like the brand itself, the show itself allows Joe or anybody else to show off their brand, talk about their brand with a wide audience, a very diverse audience of people, and maybe giving people shout outs helps him, you know, get it for free. Like, I don't know this game he's trying to do. Maybe that's the reason. And it's also very annoying too, because I pay for Spotify, and whenever I try to listen to a Joe Rogan episode, and you know I got the premium, right? Or you got the premium, but regardless if you have the premium or not, they still show you a Joe Rogan ad. Any other podcast you watch, they don't do that. Why? Like, Joe gets like this special treatment. I don't know, maybe it's like other podcasts that got a contract with Spotify, but that kind of pisses me off when I get these random ads, even though I paid for no ads. Kind of seems like false advertisement there. But yeah, like, that's, besides that, you know, Joe maybe he's trying to get a couple free things.
Mr. Shab.
All right, guys, so I'll end this here, guys. Let me know what you guys thought about this. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.
Dude, how great is it that Brandon's not here? He would fuck up this whole episode. He'd be like, hey, like, what about the puss? You know what I mean? Wait, look at my ear, bro. Check out my ear, dude. Are we going to go party in Vegas?
That's a great Brendan Schaub impersonation. That's spot on right there.
Okay.